Welcome to the Song People Buzzcast with your host, Rick. Julian Velard, a thoughtful troubadour from Brooklyn, New York, has arrived back in London since completing a recent US tour. Touring mostly the East Coast, Julian teamed up with guitarist Ari Heist. Heist, who's recently ended his record deal, boasts one new track each week of the year as part of his 52 subscription service. Each new track gets posted first via the website to subscribers, but they all eventually make their way to the larger download providers like iTunes and Amazon. While Heist and Velard share the headliner spot, they were joined by Los Angeles-based singer-songwriter Marianne Keith. Starting off in Norfolk, Virginia, Julian got to meet Marianne for the first time before playing In the Boot. Despite growing up in a land where the car is king, Julian doesn't seem to have learnt to drive during his 29 years. This left Ari Heist to drive for the entirety of the tour, leading Julian to complain on his video tour blog about fascinating distractions and the complete lack of them in Delaware. Note taken, Julian. As the tour continued, the powers that be obviously needed to step in, and Ari and Julian were joined by one of Julian's managers, Matt Curry. As the tour headed back north towards Julian's native New York, Marianne Keith was joined by her tour manager, Mel T, who used to host a mud wrestling event. Touring is notoriously grueling, especially in a country spaced out like the United States. However, Ari and Julian managed to find time to play Mark Setter's midnight show for the Orange County Television Network. Top of Julian's mind was, though, like many Americans, the election of Barack Obama, whose election Julian described as bigger than the fall of Rome. Before playing Cornell in New York, Julian accompanied his mother to the polling station, situated in Julian's old elementary school. Proud Obama supporter, Julian made time to party with the rest of the tour crew as the results came in. Surprisingly, all the hours on the road over the 2 weeks brought the musicians together, and in the end, despite being inebriated when she made the promise, Marianne Keith kept her word and played the final gig wearing a Julian Velard t-shirt. Julian, for his part, kept his promise and proposed using a tomato as a ring. Marianne would only go as far as wearing the t-shirt, though. Julian's full video blogs of the 2 weeks 9-date tour can be found on YouTube, including footage of Julian dressed as a British gentleman. Thanks for listening.